Hi, welcome back to another video lesson. My name's Danny Oakes. I sounded a little bit like Christopher Walken at the beginning of that. Hi, welcome back. Very weird. Alright, today we're going to cover a 1-5-6-4 chord progression in the key of G. So you can play G a bunch of ways. You'll see it that way a lot, that way a lot, that way a lot, and I like this one personally. Alright, just think it sounds cool. It's a G5 chord, so it really has no B note in it, just G and D notes. Alright, anyways, so 1-5-6-4 chord progression. If we play up a G scale and count numbers instead of solfege, which is do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, you could count numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 1. 8 and 1 are the same note. Or, you know, if you grew up in India, you could do sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa. Or in Spain, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, instead of ti, do. But it's all the same stuff, taught all around the world, and very important scale to learn. Anyways, so let's go back to the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Alright, so the 1 chord is based on the first note of the scale. The root of that scale is G. The third note is B, and the fifth note is D. G, B, D. Those are the notes of a G chord, G, B, D. Alright, the 5 chord, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is based on the fifth note of the scale, which is D. And that chord happens to be major. Alright, so the 1 chord's G, the 5 chord is D. After D comes E in the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. E is the 6th note of the scale. If you build a chord on top of it using thirds, diatonically, which means in the scale, you get an E minor chord. Okay? So that is a 1 chord in G, a 5 chord, a 6 chord, and then a 4 chord. And that is called the pop chord progression. So if I do, let's see, I'm going to take my fingers now. And I don't know how many of you know how to do classical style finger picking, but what we do, if you think of it like a piano, on a piano, when you can strike the keys like all together with your fingers, right? And play them all together, or you can kind of roll it and arpeggiate it. Well, on the guitar, when we play with a pick, a lot of times we're really kind of rolling the pick across the strings, even if it's happening fast. It's still ba-da-da-dun, you know, stuff like that, instead of all together. So when we play piano style, if I take my I, M, and A fingers, index, middle, and annular fingers, or the ring finger on my picking hand, and I go like this, I pull up, just up into the hand like the fingers normally move. You don't have to do any kind of weird motions or anything like that. It's just you get a finger underneath each string and pluck or pick upward into the hand. So my index is under string 3, middle under string 2, ring under string 1, and then I pull up like that. And then my thumb will play any of the bass note, whatever the bass note is of the chord. So in G, my bass note is G. It's the lowest note I play. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's 4 beats. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's a piano type accompaniment. You can play a lot of songs that use kind of a more ballad type piano song. Alright, and the next we go to the D chord. Same type of pattern, so these fingers still stay on the 3 strings closest to the floor, and the bass note is now D with your thumb. Then I go to E minor, same strings with these fingers, thumb plays string 6, then I go to C, and the thumb plays string 5. Pretty soon it sounds just a small town girl. It's a different key, but living in a lonely world. 1-5-6-4 chord progression. You could play tons of songs with that. I think Imagine Dragons' first popular album, 8 out of the 13 songs or so on that use a 1-5-6-4 chord progression all the way through the song. There's also stuff like, also a different key. That chord progression and a couple of different rhythms that you can play with those chords, and pretty soon we'll get more into rhythms and how you can make the song sound different by playing different rhythms with it. I hope that was helpful. That was a 1-5-6-4 chord progression in the key of G. The chords that you need for it are G, D, E minor, and C. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.